Got this working the right way? Hope so. Okay, everything looks good. Let me see if I walk into the sun. Hopefully this doesn't make me look retarded. Oh, it looks good. It looks fine. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's kind of bad. That's kind of ass. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be going ahead and I'm basically gonna be working on my father's car. Trying to go ahead and remove some dents. So he has a Mazda RX8. It's a 2005 Shinka edition, right over there. It's not badged what number it is, but I heard there's like only 1,000 of them, something like that. It just has a special paint, nicer interior. It's nothing too crazy. I wish it would have had more power than, you know, the standard ones, I guess, since it's a special edition. So this is what we're gonna be tackling here today. So what we're gonna be removing here is gonna be some of these dents that are here on the panel. I don't know if you could catch that quite well. Kind of see that one right there. There's a couple more, or like right kind of around this area. You can't see it too much because of the way the sun's positioned right now over here. So yeah, there's a couple dents here on the actual body, more on the door portion here of this car. This is gonna be our primary concern here, is just removing some of these. I just want to kind of smooth these out. I don't want to have to grab that mallet tool and actually bang on the car. We're gonna be going ahead. I'm gonna be using here these tools. It's not like an official tool or anything from like a name brand. We just got these off of eBay. So this kit here came with a couple of different tools, which is pretty cool. So here we have the puller. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab one of these. There's also another set that I have inside actually. They're blue ones. They're less aggressive because the actual flat surface that connects to the paint is flat, and this one kind of has like ridges. Those are so that the glue sticks a little bit better onto the actual surface here. Okay, so here we have the mallet that I was talking about. This is the one that you use to hit on the panel so that you can smooth out any high spots. I really don't want to have to use this. And you have this little tool that you could use to tap onto there with a hammer. And then here we also have the other connectors that go on the top of this. So these screw in to this tool here, and then you have different attachments. That's just like if you want to get really in depth into making sure that you take off the high spots. I'm no dent repair specialist, so I really don't want to use any of these. So yeah, I'm not too well versed on fixing the body panels on cars, so I'm not really a specialist. So as less I could use this, I will not use it. And then it comes with a little glue gun here that you can go ahead and, you know, it's cheap, like $2 glue gun that came in the kit. This heats up pretty fast. You just have it connected, turn it on, you'll glue onto this surface and then glue it onto the car. So I will show you that right now. But that's basically what we're gonna be doing here. Actually, I'm missing the alcohol. I need to grab the alcohol. You wanna make sure that you first prep the surface best as possible. You want it to be clean, free of any contaminants, free of any oils, any wax that might be on the surface. So if you wash your car and you used a wax-based cleaner, I know Mother's has a wax-based cleaner that you could use. Now, it looks good, obviously, when you put it on the car, but if you're gonna be doing anything that's gonna be going ahead and refining your paint, whether it be clear coat, you wanna make sure that you get rid of any of the wax on the surface. In this instance, we're not gonna be modifying anything, we're just pulling a dent out. I just wanna make sure that the glue from the hot glue gun has a better contact point on the actual paint. So let's get started here. So first, we're gonna go ahead and we need to prep the surface with the 70% isopropyl alcohol. Wipe it off here with one of these microfiber towels that I have laying around. And then once we do that, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start bonding one of these tabs here onto the actual paint. So I'll catch up to you right now, show you the process of me going ahead and wiping the surface, and then I will go ahead and update you when I'm about to go ahead and put one of these tabs here onto the actual paint of the car. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab the isopropyl alcohol. We're gonna lightly mist it on the surface here that we have the dent on, and then just wipe it off. All right, so now we have the surface wiped. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start heating up that hot glue gun so that we can get that tab put onto the actual paint. We'll switch to that right now. So now I'm gonna figure out exactly what size I wanna be using here. I'm gonna go ahead and try getting something that is gonna be just a little bit bigger than the actual dent size. Hopefully when I put that glue on and it's sort of bigger than the actual size of the dent, it's gonna fill out that hole, and then when I pull on the actual puller here, it's gonna go ahead and basically just bring out that inner part while making sure that it stays leveled to the rest of the paint surface, if that makes sense. I'm gonna be using this one here, mostly flat. Hopefully this goes ahead and this works good on the actual panel. So this door material here is actually flexible. I don't think it's gonna take all that much force to go ahead and actually pull this dent out. So I have it bonded here on the car already. Leave that 2-3 minutes. So I'll go ahead and update you guys when I have this fully dried. And we'll go ahead and see if we can actually remove that. All right, so the hot glue has actually been on the surface here of the paint of the car for about 2 or 3 minutes now. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab the actual puller and see if we could get that out. Okay, so we got the puller here. As you can see, we have this here on the panel right now. Let's see what this bad boy can do. So you kind of gotta move it around a little bit so you can get it nice and flat on the surface. I'm just gonna do it really lightly. So went ahead, took it off the surface. It's still sort of there. I didn't do much to the actual dent. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna move to a smaller one that has the ridges. Step number 2, we have the smaller one here on the actual panel. Hopefully this one works a lot better. We'll go ahead and we'll see what happens. So I found something out. In this package for the puller here, the dent puller, the actual glue gun here, it comes with 2 different colors of glue. I honestly didn't think that was anything that important. So I went ahead and I actually put the clear glue through the actual hot glue stick here. So it's actually saying that the yellow glue or the yellow transparent glue is better for car surfaces than this clear translucent glue. But we'll go ahead and we'll get the yellow one in here and see if that actually makes a difference with the actual attachment on the car. Okay, so a little update here. I went ahead and I swapped out here the actual clear glue for the more yellow translucent one. Now that I already had that put into the machine here, I applied it onto 3 of these tabs, and we'll go ahead and see if we could get these out. Fingers crossed that it'll actually work a bit better. Okay, so we have the puller here on the car now. I'm just gonna go ahead and adjust this right here so I could get this to the appropriate height, and I make sure that I have these actual sponge pads pressing against the body of the car. So I can already actually tell that this is already more bonded onto the panel than the clear glue that I had previously. Okay, so yeah, that's like 10 times more bonded onto the panel. Okay, a little bit of progress. I'm gonna be switching to the blue tabs here. I know they're less aggressive than the actual pink tabs. The only problem that I've been having is that when it comes to these pink tabs, removing the actual glue after you have taken it off the panel literally takes me at least 10 minutes just to take one off. We'll see if that works better. So I have one more here that needs to be removed. I'll go ahead and update you guys when I have everything off of the car and see what kind of progress we've made completely. So we had a dent here. It was fairly minimal. I went ahead and I applied the blue one on there. You can't even see now actually that there was a, I mean, sort of, but you can't really see anymore that there was a dent here on the actual surface, so that's good. So it wasn't too bad actually using this tool. All right, so the dents are looking good. Everything's pretty much off of the car. The tool held up pretty well. It was definitely better switching to the blue tabs and then switching to the yellow hot glue that actually created a better bond on the panels here. I would recommend this to anybody that's trying to just simply go ahead and remove one of these simple dents off of their car. If you have a dent on your fender or your quarter panel, you're gonna probably want to hit up somebody that specializes in removing dents on cars. They're gonna be able to go ahead and do an overall better job when it comes to removing those dents, because I previously had on my Z, I had a pretty bad dent that was on the fender. I went ahead, I tried to do it myself. I probably should have just had somebody come in and actually fix it, but I actually ended up doing a pretty bad job, so I had to get a whole new fender, and that was not fun for sure. All right, so overall it was a pretty good outcome. Everything seems good here. The dents are pretty much gone, so I'll go ahead and let you guys go. See you in the next one.